Have you ever had those Mount Everest moments where you are going through a long journey or a difficult challenge and you trudge up the mountain and then all of a sudden you reach the summit and you're able to look back and look at the road that you traveled, look at all the work that you put into it, and realize that you made it and just feel the amazement and wonder at that prospect? Well, this week has been a Mount Everest moment for me because I was able to, for the first time in my life, promote a book that I was going to have published. After so many years of working, I am so thrilled to be able to bring you into the behind the scenes of creating this beautiful anthology and marketing it and sharing it with the world. And I can't wait to be able to share all of this incredible, exciting news and all the tea on today's episode. Hey friend, do you love the smell of books? Maybe you absolutely delight in the sound of a pen gliding across a page as you write. Hi, my name is SHIRAJRODRIGUEZ, and I am a Jesus follower, a writer, entrepreneur, and lover of all things boho and books. In this podcast, I want to take you on a journey of discovering yourself, discovering God and your passions, and how to make your life beautiful and so full that it overflows into the lives of others. And over here, we are not about compartmentalizing life. Oh no. Over here, we talk about holistically taking your life and presenting it as a place where others can be blessed just by knowing you. Are you excited? I am. So snag your favorite mug of tea or a pen and paper and let's jump in. Because you're listening to Her Reading Life podcast. Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Anthology Diaries, a sub-series of Her Reading Life podcast. I am so excited to have you here, absolutely thrilled. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, welcome. I am so thrilled to have you here. Basically, on the Anthology Diaries, I document my process of creating an anthology and being part of an anthology with the Wild Blue Wonder Press. They are publishing an anthology, which an anthology is basically a collection of short stories. Sometimes they can be poems, but in this case, it's going to be a collection of short stories, all with the theme of novelists who are writing in November. It's going to be so incredible. It's releasing, not too ironically, in November, and I'm so thrilled to be able to share all the beautiful deets with you guys and to be able to share the stories behind the story. And I'm so excited because this is the first time that I'm actually able to talk about publishing a book, because this is the first time that I'm working on publishing a book. It's surreal for me. It's truly been so surreal. And now, if you're also new to the podcast in general, welcome. I am so excited that you are here. Just think of this as your place where you can just imagine that we are sitting across from each other at a coffee shop or in my house and just drinking some warm coffee or tea and just enjoying some beautiful writing community. I often feel that writing can be such a solitary thing, and it can be so comforting to know that you have someone, even virtually, that you can talk to, or that you can kind of feel like you have community there, or that you have a safe space where you can just be yourself and listen and feel like you're part of a community. That's honestly my goal. And that's why I also started the Anthology Diaries series, because I knew that as a writer, I would have loved to know what is the behind the scenes of creating a book, and how do you create it? How do you edit it? How do you, deal with the cover design and the marketing and all these things? And I'll be honest, I'm not a professional because this is my first time, but I wanted to bring you guys onto the journey and the process of creating this. So it's been so exciting this week to be able to just engage with all these incredible, fun things. I've always been on the other end of the book launches where I've seen other people launch their books, and it's been so exciting, and I've been part of launch teams, so I know how important it is for people to just be able to promote their book, and I love getting excited about these new books. But now it's my first time actually being part of this, like actually publishing the book, which is surreal. Also, I wanted to note that if you would like to receive more content like this and listen to more episodes and be notified every single time that one of these episodes releases, definitely follow or subscribe, whatever is best for you. If you're on YouTube, then you can subscribe. If you're on Spotify, just give us a follow. And something new that I would like to add is ring the notification bell, because I have actually had so many friends that they follow the podcast, but they're like, I don't get a notification when I want to follow a podcast, or anytime that you release a new podcast, I don't get notified. If you want to get notified, ring the little bell at the top. I think you should automatically get notifications on Apple Podcasts, but if you're on YouTube, definitely ring the bell. And if you're on Spotify, also ring the bell so that you never miss an episode and so that you can enjoy being able to listen to the episodes as soon as they release. Now, to kind of jump into this week and last week, because it's kind of like 2 combined weeks, I did a story and title reveal last week. It was so exciting to be able to share my short stories, title and story and blurb, and it's been so thrilling. And honestly, thank you so much to all of you who follow me on Instagram for your incredible and beautiful support. Truly, it's meant the world to me. But now I am so excited to be able to share this with you guys on the podcast and finally say it for the first time. So, are you ready? Drum roll, please. The title of my short story in Novels in November is The Lost History of Lavender Lockbourne. I'm so excited. I really love the title. I'm so excited because so many lovely friends have loved this title, and it's been just so incredible to see the wonderful reactions. And now the blurb to kind of tell you what the story is about, because I know I've teased what the story is about. And if you haven't heard the story behind the story, how I developed this story, how I took it from a high school short story that was like a high school assignment as a part of my creative writing curriculum, and basically left it for 2 years and then retrieved it and fixed it up, and it got accepted into the anthology. I'm so grateful, and it's still surreal. But if you would like to hear all of that and watch it actually in a video, then you can watch the episode that I'm going to link below, where I give a basic overview of the behind the scenes of even getting accepted into the anthology and the whole process behind that. But yes, to get to the blurb, I am so excited to be able to actually tell you what the story is about, because I know I've teased that it's like set in the 1980s. It also has to do with Yorkshire, England, and is inspired by Wuthering Heights, but now I get to actually share what the story is about and the characters and everything. So, the blurb is, it's November 20th, 1984, and Lavender Leone's time is running out. A best-selling romance author struggling with social anxiety, she's been diagnosed with terminal leukemia just 2 weeks shy of her 26th birthday, or what she assumes to be her birthday. Her only hope of ever tracing her lost family hinges on a single locket left in a box where her adopted parents found her while on a trip to Yorkshire, England. As her fate ticks down, she sets out on a journey back to her birthplace to unearth her lost history, where the answers, or the lack of them, may haunt her for the rest of her life. This story is at once humorous and poignant, told from Lavender's piquant and observant perspective as she wrestles with her own anxieties and fears, as well as the decades-old secrets that lie far in her unknown past. It deals with grief, love, friendship, and anxiety, and begs the question every broken family asks: whether loving someone is ever not worth the effort. Told in the tradition of Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre, The Secret Garden, and All Creatures Great and Small, this story will be welcomed with open arms by all old soul book girls who love stories of hope, healing, and the pursuit of happiness. Yay! Oh my goodness, so I'm so glad that I was finally able to share that. So what do you think? I hope that you guys really enjoyed that. I enjoyed being able, well, it was a little bit hard. Not gonna lie, it wasn't all roses, but it was truly beautiful to be able to bring this story together and condense it. And to be honest, my favorite part is they told in the tradition of Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre, just because I was so inspired by these books as a girl, so inspired by the TV series of All Creatures Great and Small. I do have to read the books. I will. I know I will. But I was so inspired by all these stories, classic stories set in Yorkshire. And I've really in a weird way, I've fallen in love with Yorkshire even before visiting it. With St. Augustine for my novel, because my novel is set in St. Augustine, I've visited there. I've fallen in love with the city. I truly have. But with this one, it's kind of funny because I've fallen in love with a place that I've never visited. So that means I definitely have to visit it. But you know, it's just so beautiful to be able to pull inspiration from these books and pay homage to them even in the short story and create something beautiful out of it. And so it was really so incredible to be able to distill the essence of these stories in a new form, in a new way, in a short story too, because I feel like often short stories are the ignored little cousins of our novels and novellas and things like that. And I'm so excited to be able to work on a project like this and to be able to talk about even like the novelist perspective, which is just so beautiful and wonderful. Hey there, lovely listeners. I have the most fantastic opportunity to share with you today. How would you like to join the street team for Novelists in November short story collection featuring my very own short story, which you'll be the first to discover the title and story blurb if you join? This enchanting anthology is launching this November, and I'd be absolutely delighted to have you join us. Picture this: dark academia vibes, cozy sweaters, rain pattering on your window, and all your favorite bookish feels with a mug of hot tea or pumpkin latte. That's the essence of this collection. By joining our street team, you'll get exclusive behind-the-scenes info, early access to the cover, sneak peeks of the stories, first dibs on pre-orders, and some very special gifts I'm personally designing just for you. And the best part? There are no requirements. It's super flexible to fit your schedule. We're planning an exciting cover reveal in June and story and title reveal earlier in the month. Plus, you'll get an early ebook copy of the anthology and see our book cover before anyone else. So, if you would love to be part of this cozy autumnal adventure, click the link in the show notes and join the rest of our bookish friends on the street team, or visit bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez. That's bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez. Thank you so much for your incredible support and enthusiasm. I'm truly grateful for you, and I can't wait to see you on the team. Hey there, listeners. Before we dive back into today's episode, I want to take a quick moment to talk about something really important. Reviews are the lifeblood of any podcast. They not only let us know what you're loving about the show, but also help others discover the beauty of living, giving, and repeating. So if you're enjoying the content we're putting out, here's a small favor I'd love to ask. Could you take just a minute or two to leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform? Whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any other platform you listen on, your reviews make a world of difference. By leaving a review, you're not just sharing your thoughts with us, but you're also helping us climb the charts and reach more listeners who might benefit from our discussions. Plus, it's a wonderful way to show your support for the content you love. So friends, if you're finding value, inspiration, or even just a good laugh in any of these episodes, please consider dropping a review. It only takes a moment, but it means the world to us. And hey, if you want to go the extra mile, share the podcast with your friends, family, or anyone you think would benefit from these conversations. Together, we can create a community of listeners who are engaged, inspired, and ready to take on the world. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get back to the show. Thanks for being the wonderful, lovely, incredible listeners you are. And as always, enjoy the episode. So, I hope that you really, really enjoyed that. It was so fun for me to be able to share that with you. And so after the whole title and story reveal, and it was so beautiful to see everybody's reactions. People have been just so incredibly supportive. I've had incredible friends. Honestly, I can't believe how many people wanted to read the story. It truly warmed my heart so much. I've had so many amazing people just be like, this sounds incredible. I can't wait to read it. And truly, it warms my heart like you have no idea. Each one of these words just means the world to me. In fact, I'm going to share one of my absolute favorite comments. I don't know who commented this, but my friend Mariah, who has been an absolute trooper, she's been absolutely incredible. She's been sharing the title reveal, the cover reveal as well. On her blog, when she shared the title and story reveal, somebody had a beautiful comment that it truly made my day. I don't know if it's Mariah. If it's you, just tell me. But it just says anonymous. But it absolutely made my day. And Mariah also did a wonderful, beautiful job of creating a wonderful reel for the title reveal. Definitely follow her newsletter. She always has such beautiful content. And it's really funny because with Mariah, I was a huge fan of hers before I ever met her. I remember I stumbled, I think, on her Instagram account, and then I stumbled onto her blog, commented on like her blog, and then I found her, I'm not sure. Maybe I found her blog first, and then I found her on Instagram. And I commented on her posts and things like that. And we just started a quick conversation, like little conversations. And then we were on Instagram. And so we would contact each other a little bit more through DMs. And then I had a club that I have during the summers. I have the Lewis Club, where some girls and some really lovely friends of mine study C.S. Lewis's books. So last year it was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And we take a Hillsdale College course as well to kind of just bring even more depth to the story. So the beautiful thing about children's stories, like Lewis's books, is that you can reread them over again. A good children's book you will enjoy more as an adult than you will as a child. And that is absolutely true of the Chronicles of Narnia for me. And so many of my friends love the Chronicles of Narnia. So what we did was we did a book study of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe last year. This year it's The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. And we'll study, in addition, the Hillsdale course, which last year was Intro to C.S. Lewis. Brilliant, wonderful, absolutely delightful. But we all would meet up every week. And so I got to meet Mariah even more and like get to know her so much more because of the group. And after that, we have just gotten along, like we've just been communicating all the time. It's just been such a joy to get to know her better and truly meet someone that I was like, wow, I want to meet her so much. And I finally met her. And she's even better in person than she is on her blog. And she's amazing on her blog, but she's even better in person. But yeah, so also that comment that I was mentioning, it absolutely made my day. Like I said, I have no idea who commented this, but this absolutely made my day. Someone commented on Mariah's post that this story sounds like, and I quote, it's written by one of the good writers of the past. That absolutely made my day. I was like, what? They've always been my heroes. So classic books have always been my heroes. I'm kind of snobbish. I know. I'm that girl who thinks that classics are always better. I was going to say, and they are, but that just proves my point. But I do think that there are good modern books, but there is just something beautiful about classic books that they've been tested by time and have been proved to be of such good quality that there is nothing that quite competes with it. Modern books are great. I love modern books. I love the immediacy of them. I love the newness of them. But there is just something that I can't get away from classics. They're always going to be my home, I think. And so to be compared to one of the good writers of the past, darn. Okay. Oh my goodness, like, what? That's so sweet. So if you're listening to this, thank you so much if you wrote that. I don't know who it was, and I wish I could say thank you so much, but this was so sweet of them, and I'm so absolutely delighted to have this beautiful opportunity to share these stories and to be part of this wonderful anthology with so many lovely authors. It's been absolutely incredible to just be able to see this beautiful writing community come together. There's just something really unique about creating an anthology and working on books together or writing on stories together, critiquing each other. It's just absolutely phenomenal, and the community that comes from it is beautiful. And I truly think that God had the best idea in just bringing this opportunity up for me, because I know I would have had an absolute headache if I had been learning all these marketing things for the novel by myself, and I had to do them by myself. So something else I discovered, which is, it's so important, I feel like people don't talk about it enough, is discover how you work best. So for example, for me, I'm a terrible loner, like lone wolf person. I'm amazing when it comes to groups. I work incredibly well in groups. not so well by myself. Like, it stresses me out. I can manage people. That's perfectly fine with me. Haha. That's why I invite so many people. But yeah, it's harder for me to do things alone. I can do them. They just aren't as enjoyable to me. The cover reveal has also been absolutely incredible. The responses of everyone have been so kind. Like, everyone's been incredibly kind. It's truly blown me away how supportive everyone has been and how kind, like, just everyone taking time to say congratulations and I'm so excited for this and things like that. It's just warmed my heart like you have no idea. So thank you so much for all the support. And I wish I could show you the cover here. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and I can't wait for you to see the mock-ups that I also shared on social media and should be on Pinterest as well. If you'd like to see, all my reels are also going to be on Pinterest. I will explain more. I'll do a whole episode on why I also am sharing my reels to Pinterest, and I think every author should be doing this because it saves you so much time and it literally is zero work. Like, you set it up and it automatically does it by itself because there's a new integration between Instagram and Pinterest. But enough of my little spiel. I am so absolutely excited for you to be able to see the cover. It is beautiful, it's incredible, and it's absolutely sweetly, wonderfully autumnal. And so I can't wait. You can also head over to wildbluewonderpress.com/preorders to be able to take a peek at the cover. And in addition, pre-orders are also open now. So now you can pre-order the anthology in Kindle as well as paperback. The paperback is going to be on the Wild Blue Wonder Press website, while the Kindle is going to be on Amazon, where you can pre-order. And it's so exciting because we actually have some incredible pre-order goodies that all of us authors have compiled together. Pre-order, you'll get all of these things a couple weeks, I think, before the actual launch of the story. So you'll get all these extra things, such as writing tips from several of us, the authors, a book club guide with discussion questions, custom desktop and phone wallpapers, additional reading and epilogues, and other fun bonuses. I may or may not have some fun bonuses myself that I'm going to be adding for my story that will give a little bit more of the story beyond the short story. Printable bookmarks, a family tree and house plans for one of the stories, an exclusive audiobook narration for one of the stories. I wonder who that is. Various Instagram story graphics for your own use, an exclusive recipe, and an entry into a grand prize giveaway. And you can claim all these goodies and find out more at wildbluewonderpress.com/preorders. That's wildbluewonderpress.com/preorders. In addition, if you pre-order, anyone who pre-orders Novelists in November will be entered to win a hand-knitted scarf and hat set, November themed, a faux leather journal and matching pens, a $20 gift card to a bookseller of your choice, a paperback copy of the first anthology, Springtime in Surrey. And honestly, this set looks so amazing. I wish I could enter, but then it wouldn't be fair because then it'd be like the author is winning her own giveaway thing. But I am really jealous of you guys because it looks absolutely incredible. And I envy the person who is going to get all of these amazing things. So definitely pre-order to be able to be entered to win these amazing goodies. And I'm so excited for you guys. Whether you win or not, you're also going to get all the goodies that we've included for the short stories and all the goodies that we've included for the stories. So the extra stories, the epilogues, all the extra things you will get in addition to being entered to win these lovely prizes. So if you want to pre-order that, you can absolutely do so by heading over to the website I mentioned. And honestly, I can't wait to see you there. Also, to give a little peek into what's been going on in the back end, in addition, I've also been working on editing my short story, or I think last week I was finally able to work on the edits for my short story. Thank God they really weren't that big, thanks to my amazing sister Nevi. I just had to do a little bit of line edits, and for those of you who don't know, no worries. Line edits are basically where you're working with the words. So content edits, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called, are more about the content of your story, so the characters, the plot, the themes, working with the big picture elements of your plot. Thankfully, my amazing sister did an amazing job of correcting that for me, so I didn't have to do any of that, really. Kellen was so gracious, and she said that pretty much all I needed to do was fix some of the lines, so like run-on sentences, some of the wording and punctuation and things like that. So it was really minor details that I had to fix, and then I was able to send it to my critique partner, who's amazing, and my beta readers. And I have actually gotten feedback on the story from the beta readers on the first chapters. I'm so thrilled. They are just the best. Absolutely the best. You know who you are. And I am so absolutely thrilled to be able to just hear their reaction once they finish the story. And truly, they've been so gracious, and I'm so delighted that they've been enjoying the story so far. In addition, I'm also critiquing another one of the author's works, so that just means pretty much kind of like a beta reader. You're just giving advice, or like, not advice, you're kind of going through the story and saying, oh, I love this part, maybe you can just add a little bit here, a little bit there, just critiquing and going through the story and fine-tuning it even more. And so it's been so lovely to be able to just engage in such a beautiful way with the story, and yeah, just see how this beautiful anthology is coming together with this amazing, beautiful writing community. So many times writing can be such a solitary thing, but truly when you create a writing community, there is so much power in it and so much beauty and grace in it. And it's been lovely to be able to pray for each other as authors, to be able to just DM each other and encourage each other on. It's been absolutely lovely, and support each other and, exchange platform ideas and things. It's been absolutely wonderful and one of the best experiences ever so far. So I can't wait for what the future holds and for the next steps, because there definitely are. And speaking of, if you would like to keep updated and get the newest info of what I'm doing behind the scenes, you can absolutely join the Street Team. It's still open, guys. Don't worry. And you can join by going to my website, bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez. That's bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez, where you can get the link to join the Street Team. Still open, and you can help us promote in November. But even then, you'll probably be getting more updates about what's going on and some places where the anthology is going to be featured, because I've actually gotten contacted by several people who have been so sweet and who are just so excited to be able to promote the anthology, and it's warmed my heart so much. So if you would like to join the Street Team and maybe even get an early preview of the anthology before it releases, if you'd like to be part of all the fun and get to share all the graphics and promote this book, you can absolutely join the Street Team. We would be so thrilled to have you. All you have to do is, again, go to bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez. That's bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez to be entered into the Street Team and join all our lovely bookish friends who are so excited about this anthology. So friends, I hope that this was encouraging and fun and not too long. I hope that you have an amazing week. And I'm so thrilled to be able to share these beautiful news with you. I hope that you're having an incredible week, and let me know what you thought of the title reveal and the blurb reveal, because I truly love listening to your thoughts and just hearing your reactions to all these episodes. I hope that you have an incredible week, and until next time, continue to live, give, and repeat, and I'll see you next week.
Yay! You did it! I'm giving you a lovely big virtual hug because you just finished another episode of Her Reading Life podcast. If you'd like to access all the wonderful links I mentioned in this episode, visit my website at bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez. That's bio.site/ShiraJRodriguez. There you can access my blog posts, resources, and so much more. Also, check out my Instagram page for more inspirational content. And join my email list for insider secrets and exclusive updates on special events. The links are in the description box below. Also, if you could take a minute and leave a review for this podcast, that would be amazing. We're able to reach so many more people because of your reviews and ratings. I can't wait to chat with you next time, friends. Keep living, giving, and repeating.